Xana Kernodle, present and future, visible and invisible, for we want to know about her. And we want to know, what did she see? What happened? Were there others involved? Does she know the persons who did it? Okay. And for what's hidden and what's hidden behind darkness, and the God and the saints reveal the answers to our questions. Here we go. And just so you guys know, her boyfriend was Ethan Chapin.
And they went to the University of Idaho.
Yeah. All right. Here we go, guys. You guys ready? First two coming out. For Xana Kernodle, no circle. It says there was triumph there was an argument, a fight. So I guess what she's saying is there was a struggle. There was like a struggle. On the horse says triumph, like they got him. Like there was no getting out of it. Got him. It says there was a struggle, a battle, and then it says that they were fortunate, like something fortunate. They were fortunate to be in the right place, the right time, like for that person, the way they got him. However they got him, they got lucky or barely got away with it or something. And then they were killed. So I don't know, in that struggle, God's upside down with this. In that struggle, I wonder if that's where she got the defensive wound. So let's see. The cartridge is a little strange, so we're going to keep going. Maybe there was triumph in her life until the struggle or that battle. It's saying, in the past, there was some lies and deception and deceit. So there was some lies about something or something that happened. That's interesting. And then presently, it talks about everything's just gone away. So that's going to normally come up with people who have passed. Cards might start going upside down here real quick. When that happens, I'll let you guys know what's going on. There we go. No longer here. So it talks about a woman who's upside down. No longer here. That's what the future's holding. And then it talks about they did see something. So it says they saw something. What they saw, we'll see. These are the base cards. So hang tight. Like I need to go through everything to see what they saw. And then it says an angry woman with a knife.
Say what?
It says an angry woman with a knife. Could it be possible?
Yeah.
Could it be possible that the roommates killed him and that's why they didn't call till 12?
They were trying to clean up.
But how would they get away with that? Okay, but I'm not saying that's what it is. It just says an angry woman with a knife. So just possibilities. Then it says, interesting. It talks about a man. We'll see what that means. And that's kind of a hidden person. And that's what it says. The next card says that's what's hidden. That's interesting. Very interesting. The card is already starting to come out. It says she's left upside down. Everything's left incomplete. And then it talks about death. And it says, but someone talks about a relationship, a girl, a person they know, talks about someone they know. Talking about someone they know. This is my heart's pounding. Let's see. This gets really interesting. Sorry guys, all this is hitting me all at once too, so there's little lights going off in my head and I'm trying to not open my mouth and see what the cards say. Okay, so it says there was triumph with what happened in her life until the struggle, until whatever that fight was, that struggle. It says, someone had returned, it says. See? And there was a man who was upside down. Man. It says, with no delay, it says a decision was made. And they chose a different road. So, if it was just a killer, hear me out, if it was just a killer going in a room, he's going in to kill. There wouldn't be a decision that needed to be made. But if they were calling frantically, maybe that person was threatening him at that time before they killed him. Maybe that's why there was an argument, a battle. 2 were killed asleep, but they never say that the 2 girls were killed while they were asleep. Right? Interesting. Here we go. Tony's biting his nails. All right, let's see. Talks about in the circle of life. It says they were too weak, so too weak to fight it off. It says in this world, it says things that were left upside down, family relationships. It says, but those relationships aren't completely destroyed. It says nothing could have saved him here, so nothing magically could have happened to save him. That was already too late. Come on, I want more info. It says God's upside down. It says no celebration. It says but happy now. It says I guess happy where they're headed. It says there's no obstacles here. It says but they were brought to their knees. It says but now they're free. So she's talking about being free. I get that a lot with people who have passed. They'll talk about I'm now free. I don't have to worry about all the bullshit. But at the same time, wasn't the best way to go. So it wasn't a celebration. It's talking about the problems that needed to go away. It says everything that you thought needed to be completed. It says there was no triumph. They thought everything was okay with something, but it wasn't, and so there was no triumph. So in other words, and here's an angry man. There's another angry man, but I see two men here. So this is either where was Jake and all this? Anybody know? Jake? Well, that's him. Jake is one of the other girl's boyfriends.
I think they've investigated him, right?
They have?
Jack.
No, just I don't even think they even investigate. Oh yeah, just Jack. Just the two roommates.
So here's the angry man with the knife, right? It says this is something from the past, someone from the past. So not about money, not about anything like that. So this is someone from the past that they knew. So this could be...
Has to be one of the ex-boyfriends.
Or an ex-friend.
Or is it someone that she made a mistake with?
She cheated?
Could be. Because that would be a crime of passion. To kill like that, in that manner, and stabbing has to be a crime of passion. Because it's very, very personal when it's that bloody. It's very personal. Most people just want to get it over with and go, I'm not a killer, but from what I know. Talks about a woman left upside down. So I'm seeing man, house upside down. It says, came back to cut them off, cut off their heads, cut them off. It says, wow. It says something about health. I'm trying to figure out what they mean by that. She's saying health, but patient. Trying to get help, but patient. And then it says, and a man who they were calling. So this is who they were calling was Jack. What if there's two guys here?
Jack and Jake teamed up, or?
I don't know, man. This is weird. I mean, because it's talking about this who she was calling. They were calling him for help. And kind of waiting for an answer, but nothing happened.
But she wasn't the one that called.
No, I'm not talking about her. But in that process, they were calling to get help. So they had to have heard what was going on. Either the girls were getting killed first, or the couple got killed first.
But like the couple, they got scared, called.
Yeah.
And then he probably drugged them too. That's why they said they were asleep.
That part we haven't seen though. It's interesting. Okay. Let's see what she saw. Well, we're going to see what she saw right now. What did she see? It says a woman. When I see this, guys, look, let me pull these three off real quick. When I see the house upside down, the house also means this should be a healthy relationship. Here's the guy that's loving, right? But he's also the guy who cuts off their heads. Do you get where I'm going with that?
Psychopath?
No, man.
Wait, say again.
Here's the guy who's loving, right? And makes it look like everything's normal.
But really, he was planning this.
Yeah.
Premeditated?
You had to, come on. It had to be,
pretty much, she's saying someone that she wouldn't expect to do it actually did it.
Right. Exactly. Someone who was close, who they never thought would do it, but flip. And to me, that's why we need to read Jack. I've been feeling it and feeling. I just have this feeling like I'm tingling. And then the next cards that pop up talks about what she saw, and it says a woman that sees, which is crazy. It says is distressed. A woman who's distressed. It says and going upside down. In other words, not being able to control it. It says and slowly it says poof, left hanging. So she's talking about when she's killed. Like she's in distress, right? And he's already obviously stabbed her, and she's saying, like her breathing probably went shallow, right? Because you're getting stabbed, so she's probably slowly she's dying, and then boom, I was just left hanging, like just let her go, like to die. To me, that's very personal.
Yeah.
I mean, and please don't think I'm a sicko, guys, but if I'm gonna go and kill someone, which I'm not going to, but if I was gonna have to do something like that, I wouldn't stab them a bunch of times. I would cut their throats really quick and I'd be out. Right? Why would it be personal to me to hurt them or for them to see me or for them to feel
you gotta have
what I felt?
Some sort of anger.
And the guy that bothers me, even though they're saying, oh no, he would never do that. One, like I said, if she was broken up, Jack was broken up with Kaylee. And if Jack was broken up with Kaylee, then Kaylee, I'm sure between him and her, whatever was really going on, she wasn't telling her parents. Oh, he's talking shit to me or he's threatening me. She's not going to tell him that because what if she decides to get back with him? Then the parents are going to hate him. But the parents loved him. So, of course, he wouldn't be a suspect. And also, if you're getting ready to get killed, why the fuck would you call Jack? Why would you call Jack?
Did you trust him?
Or is it because Jack was the one there and he used their phones to ping his phone back in his house? I'm just saying, guys, because this seems very personal here.
He needs an alibi.
What if Jack was in cahoots with the two girls? Because it showed the girls and it shows guys.
Hey, we'll leave the door unlocked in the bag. We'll fucking, don't come through the front, come through the back. We'll be, because
you don't know how they got.
The two roommates were there before everybody showed up.
And they obviously weren't hanging out with them, so something seems awry.
There's one extra bedroom available.
That was empty. Right. Okay.
You could easily hide in the
Could have
closet.
been hiding out there.
For the longest time.
Or put like extra clothes.
Right. So here comes an angry woman with a sword. So this usually means, guys, when there's an angry woman with a sword, it means that she cuts with both ways. Like, she's a two-face. No matter what, she's going to cut you at some point. And so this could be someone who was angry or someone who treated someone badly. It says, a big change that came. It says, where the sun needed to shine for a woman who was in love. It says, and she had offered love. It says, and here's the girls. Here's the big change that came for the girls that were killed. Here's the 3 girls that were killed right at the get-go. There's the big change again. Which they're all in a row. Why hasn't Ethan popped up is what I want to know. Which is weird, right? Okay, so here's the 3 girls.
Ethan was just one of those, he was there just because of the girlfriend.
Maybe, yeah, you might be right.
Place, wrong time.
All right, let's keep going. It says, a man with, when it talks here, it's talking about someone with wisdom and someone with knowledge or someone who planned it, who took the time to really figure out what the fuck they were going to do. Because, come on, he had to have made tons of mistakes in the crime scene. And he would have come out of there full of blood. You kill one person, I know, I tried to commit suicide, and there was blood everywhere. And that was from my wrist. You stab someone a bunch of times, there's going to be blood fucking everywhere. Footprints.
Full of blood.
And not only that, you're going to walk out, someone's going to see you full of blood. Or see your clothes. Unless you live in the woods, I don't know. All right, let's see. It says, not bothered by it. Wow, that's sick.
But they wouldn't have seen if you know how it's the house.
And they went into the woods?
It's like part of wood, and then you go up, and then it's like a parking structure.
I don't know. I didn't really see the house. I don't know.
I feel like they wouldn't. If anything, it would have been fast because they would have run outside to the trees and then to the car.
But wherever that person goes, wherever that person lives, they'd have to have a bunch of bloody clothes they got to get rid of.
What about at night? No one's really awake.
Okay, I'll buy that, but still, something's not right. Okay, here we go. I don't know where we're at. You guys killed me here. All right. It says, a man with knowledge, someone who planned it. It says, someone who's evil. That's even scary. Now that brings up another twist. It says, a person that was evil, that was planned, he knew what he was doing, planned. It says, so there would be nothing left. No chances. No opportunities. Nothing to work. It says, got them while they were sleeping. So it was right. It says, and had plenty of opportunities at them. Again, that leads me to someone that all the opportunities in the world. We don't know that if Jack was with Kaylee, if he used to stay with her there, I'm sure he did. If they were together, I'm sure he would go stay with her.
Once in a while, why not?
He knew how to get in the code too, probably, the pad.
I just dab,
little something, right?
every now and then, give them hope, you know.
I get it.
They said that they were talking every day and were thinking of getting back together.
But they weren't together yet.
No.
But usually something like that, they're probably arguing all the time.
But she went out, right?
Yeah.
She went out. So if I'm a guy and I want to get back with you, and you're like, well, I'm going out with my friend, you'd be pissed. You're like, what the fuck? Like, I thought we were talking about getting back together. And then she's like, nah, I'm going out. And then maybe he was there and he was spying on her and he saw her flirting with someone because they were talking with a guy. There's a lot of possibilities here. This is fucking getting good. We need to so just so you guys know, we may not get all the answers from Xana, but we're going to throw each and every person. And I'm going to throw the people who are still alive. And we're going to find out what the fuck is going on. I'm going to put everything together because it's talking about someone who knew. It's someone they knew. This isn't just an outside job. I don't feel like this is some serial killer that came from some other town, because if he would have been, there wouldn't have been such a mess. Serial killers are masterful. Plus, they would have left a calling card.
They're also they're like, what's the MO?
Right.
Leaving victims alive. That's right, Mo.
So that wouldn't make sense either. You would take them all
You
out.
would take them all out if
If you're a serial killer, you would take them all out.
And you leave your signature everywhere you go. Like, whatever scene you do, you always leave a little part of yourself in there. So that way, like, they know.
Coming from the mind of a serial killer.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Seriously, she could have been. Here we go. All right.
Stay tuned.
Don't stay tuned for that. It's scary. Here we go. It says, that's what's hidden. That's what's hidden. It says, this is karma. Karma for what? Karma for what? This is karma for what? Karma. It's karma, like, that's what they deserve. That's what they get. All right, so again, it says karma. What the fuck? Like, karma, really? You only get karma if you feel that you've been betrayed by someone, right? You feel like you've been betrayed by someone, then you feel like, well, that's what they deserve. They got karma. It's harsh. And maybe they were making fun of him or something, like, the other couple. I don't know. It says, no end. It says, no end, now very alone. Like, there's no end to him feeling alone, guilty. So maybe he's going to crack. Maybe one of them is going to crack. It says, there's no defense. Like, he has no defense. Like, he knows what he did. It says, then he returned to get him. He was the one who returned to get him. So there's someone, again, that's close to them. What if she stepped out? What if Xana stepped out on the frat boy? Because maybe they were at the frat house. I've been to frat parties too, where people are drinking, and the next thing you know, that friend's chick is like looking at you, and the next things happen. Very possible as well. All kinds of different scenarios. All right, here we go. Yeah, this is crazy. I think Jack is going to give us a lot of info. Should have done Jack first. We might have been over already. Told you guys.
No, you didn't.
I know, but I'm like, fuck. It says a girl that's upside down with things that are left incomplete at death. It says the things that didn't work out were left discontent. Like, there's someone was left discontent because things didn't work out. It says they said that there was a lot of love there, opportunities for, like, they didn't matter. It says, but what they wanted was a relationship. It says, and that led to hardship. I mean, just weird. And then it talks about, this is someone they knew who had lots of opportunities. And it says, yeah, there was burden on their back. They returned to love. She's talking about a relationship. I think she's talking about a relationship with this guy, Ethan. It says, afraid to lose. It says, but kept moving forward. There's my card. Kind of see what she says. So she's talking about her relationship. Like, there was problems between her and Ethan. I don't know why she's bringing that up. It says, but they would get back together. Because she was kind of afraid to lose him. It says, and they just kept moving forward. It says they had just started over again. So I guess they weren't together the whole time. They probably had broken up, got back together. Come on.
It's tough.
Right. It says, but no more lovers. See? You see? It says no more lovers. So did she fuck up or did he fuck up? He's a fratty, I'm assuming, or he knows a bunch of fratty people. Come on. It says, money. She said not a fool for money. Like money couldn't buy her is what she's saying. And then it says, but this was something that was evil, dark. This is someone who didn't know what love was or what true love was. That's what leads me back to Jack. Because it wasn't someone that she was with. She's saying it's someone that we knew. And he kept saying he truly loved her, but how could this be true love when he just killed her? True love is when my chick says to me, I'm not happy, and I say, then do what's going to make you happy. If you want to be with someone else, go with someone else, and I'll move on. That's true love. That's when you really love someone. Everybody else is like, fuck that, I let that motherfucker go. But it's true, right? If you really love someone, you want them to be happy. I've told my wife that before. Whatever it takes, if that's what makes you happy, I understand. You know, I'm not gonna like do sleep over it. Like, I love her, but yeah. But that's not true love here. You don't kill someone because you love them. Jack.
But maybe he's like, if I
Back
can
to
have
it
a
over
little
there?
girl.
Fatal love?
Okay, so I've been through that. I've been through that. I went. So you guys all know, I went to prison for a year for a girl that lied about something that she did that I couldn't prove because she was 110 pounds. Point is, when I dropped her off, because after she fucking beat me up and cut my face and a bunch of other shit, when I dropped her off, where she dropped me off, I was back at my house. She said, I'm going to ask you one last time. Do you want to be with me or not? And I said, no. I didn't want to lie. I didn't want to play games. And she said, then if I can't have you, no one will. And I thought I was in a movie because that's some scary ass shit. And next thing you knew, I was going to jail. But then I found out that her ex before that was in jail. And the guy that was with her before she tried to put in jail because he was a cop and he used to beat the shit out of her. So there you go. People get fucked up for different reasons. But anyways, this here is a whole different scenario. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we read Jack next?